On a day like this, former players, current players, coaches, former coaches, y'all know what today is. Day before a game, walkthrough. We're going to go through it right now on Hammers.House.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know what it...
Yo, what is up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy walkthrough. It's your boy Hammer from the original house, the only house you want to go to for Las Vegas Raiders and UFC content. Welcome to Hammers.House. Guys, welcome. Happy Saturday. For those that are coming in here for the first time, don't let it be a last. Make sure to hit that sub button, like, and smash the hell out of that bell for notifications on up-to-date Raiders and UFC content. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Unfiltered himself, Phil Robinson III. He should be coming in shortly. We are going to do a breakdown of this matchup. I know we've done it a couple of times this week. We're going to talk X factors, keys to winning this game, and some Raiders news if any pops up while we're on here. Efren, what's going on? Aaron, what is up? Jackson, what's good? Darian, stop freaking instigating. You know what? If we want to make it big, let's do it during the halftime show, since you, me, and Graphic will all be together. Yes, we have a huge collab going on tomorrow for the live game between the Eagles and the Raiders, 4 p.m. Eastern time. You guys don't want to miss it. Ja Raider, what is up? Mondo, what is good? You guys popped in real quick. I really appreciate that. Those that are coming in, make sure to hit that like button. Again, Phil should be in here shortly, but I'm going to get into it in regards to this upcoming matchup. We are about 22 hours and 20 minutes out from this kickoff. Definitely looking forward to it. Let me see if I can pull this stuff up, because I just had it a minute ago and it disappeared on me. Damn you, internet. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We hit dead air. Fuck. All right. So going into this matchup in regards to the rankings, offensive category, the Eagles are 18th to the Raiders 11th. Defense, 13th for the Eagles, 15 for the Raiders. Passing, 22 for the Eagles, 3rd for the Raiders. Rushing, 13, and that's all because of Jalen Hurts. No, they don't really use their running backs in Philly. And 29 for the Raiders. One matchup we were talking about is the Battle of the Bama Boys between Henry Ruggs III and Devontae Smith. As you know, both were first-round draft picks in back-to-back years, respectively. Jackson, I see Doc's put a video on Richie and not sure of his future. What do you think? I've said it, especially since the whole controversy happened. I don't know. Like, I feel like this was going to be his last season anyways. Does he play out the season? That's what we need to be concerned about. From what I understand, he is supposed to come back after the bye week against the Giants. I hope he does. I think him and Colton Miller on the left side would be a formidable offensive line duo against any defensive line we face the rest of the way, but time will tell. We haven't heard anything from Richie Incognito. As you guys know, he's been on IR, but with this whole thing going on, we haven't heard a single thing from him. So it's hard to determine what is going to happen at this point in time. Is our defensive passing 3rd? No, that was our offensive passing that's 3rd. It doesn't show, from what I was looking at, it wasn't. Our defense overall is ranked 15th. Our offensive passing is 3rd. What up, Sean? Oh, it's my buddy. That's the future Raiders GM. Oh, he pulled up. All right. Without further ado, Mr. Unfiltered himself, Phil Robinson III.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hammer.
what's happening? What's going on, Ham?
What's up, bro?
I'm no see.
How's everything?
Hey, life is good.
Let's see. Let's fix this. There we go. Hey, this actually looks dope. I like this little setup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me see. So right now we got 8 viewing with 7 likes. So I'm gonna take that for the time being. Get your people in here. Spotlight said it before. We're 15 out from 600 today. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for. As I was taking care of some things this morning, I was debating: do we just make this one chip challenge the halftime show for tomorrow's game? I think everybody will be in graphics live anyways, so why not embarrass the hell out of myself and die live
Hey,
during a Raider game?
gonna bring ratings.
We need to call Dallas, send Cleve. You really are high on Lyle Hollins, and I don't mean high as in under the influence of any type of drugs and narcotics, but you really want this dude, bro. All right, Phil. What do you think of this matchup? What do you think the X factors are? The keys to the game? Your prediction? Let's hear it. I think you muted, bro. Where's he at? I don't hear Phil, and I didn't do it.
You hear me?
A little bit.
A little bit.
There we go.
There we go. All right. So I think that the Raiders should win this, and they should win it by at least 10. I think that they got to, as they're going to need to spread out the Eagles, not allow them to blitz, and not allow them to sit in a zone either. Flood some of these zones, get the ball out quickly. I think that if they stick with the plan that they had for the run game last week and sprinkle it in here and there, pick their shots, pick their times, that it will be one that will be successful. The Eagles' passing game is predicated off Jalen Hurts feeling comfortable enough to take a home run shot. So
Right.
if they can keep him in the pocket, keep him from running around, which is going to be the X factor. The Raiders have been terrible in keeping mobile quarterbacks contained this season, but that's cover 3 blitz beating plays. I haven't seen anybody really take the top off this defense. So until it happens, I'm going to be of the assumption that it won't.
I do think that they need to prevent Hurts from extending plays in any way, shape, or form. Like Gus Bradley said it best the other day. They were looking back at some of the game film, and he's definitely known for extending plays. He's the reason that they are ranked where they are in rushing right now. But they checked a couple of times. Dude is pretty much like he can control the width of the field on the verge of stepping out of bounds. He's making these ridiculous pass plays. So I definitely feel the outside between Yannick and Max, they have to contain Hurts like by any means necessary. He's got to be contained. Do not let him break that pocket. Rattle him a little bit, make him uncomfortable. Continue with that pressure on the front line, and I think we should be good. Offensively, same momentum as last week. I like the play action. I like that. I love the very first drive we came out and scored. That's what we need to have on a consistent basis. I love the energy that they came out with. I love the passion they came out with last week, but we have to see the same thing on a consistent basis from here on out if we want to be contenders, if we want to take this division.
No, absolutely. You have to score coming out of the gate. You can't. If fast start, it just makes it so much easier on your defense, puts them at ease, puts your fan base at ease, and it really gives you a cushion right out of the gate. And cushion sounds kind of weird, but when you scored on that first possession, if the other team doesn't score, you have the lead. Even if they do score, it goes back to a 0-0 game, and so you still got everything out in front of you. But when you start falling behind early, it starts limiting your offense and the things that you can and can't do, and starts allowing the defense to key off on your offense, making them one dimensional, and that's never a good thing. The Eagles have put up points. They've played good games, with the exception of that dud they put up against Dallas, and they are a formidable team. They're not a team to take lightly. You look at the teams that they played. They played the Chiefs. They played the Bucks. They played the Cowboys. They, you know what I'm saying, the Super Bowl winner and the Super Bowl runner up. So when the Raiders talk about how tough their schedule is, the Eagles' schedule has been every bit as tough, if not tougher.
I feel like the best game that I saw out of the Eagles, well, really the only game that I actually really watched from them this season was against the Bucks, and I really thought that they hung in there as long as they could. I thought that game was going to go into an overtime, but you know Brady and his magic and what he can do, so I wasn't surprised. But at the same time, the first 3 weeks, Hurts passing, he threw for over 700 yards, and then the last 2 weeks he's only thrown for like a little over 300. What's going on there?
Well, you also have to look at the two teams. While we're talking about the Super Bowl contender and the Super Bowl runner-up, the one thing that they share was that their pass coverage is god awful. The Chiefs defensive backs suck. The Buccaneers defensive backs are all hurt. Every guy that suits up for him. They brought in Richard Sherman. He got hurt his first game out. Who saw that happening?
I didn't, because I really wanted him with the Raiders.
But listen, I'm not gonna hate on Sherman. I love Sherman, but they're reaching for straws. But they're reaching for straws, and Kansas City's pass rush has been suspect, to be honest with you. And so if you allow Jalen Hurts the time to throw the ball with the receivers that he has, they'll get open. Now, I did an Eagles show, and they were telling me that Miles Sanders is supposed to be the guy. He's averaging 4.6 yards per carry on the ground. Now, I mean, I didn't personally believe it, but that's what they said. So I got to at least humor it. And Quez Watkins, I believe, is what they told me is the guy to be watching out for, not Devontae Smith.
Yeah, they're saying he's a speed beast.
Yeah, I keep hearing that he's faster than Devontae Smith. So I haven't paid much attention to him, but we'll get a chance to see him this weekend. But like I said, to shout out to JC Eagles Talk, like I told him on his show, it's like the Raiders haven't been beat deep all year long, and I don't see anything that's going to stop that now. This style of defense is built to keep things in front of them. The way to beat them is to continue to slice them down the field. Some people can do it, but what the issue you've seen with Jalen Hurts is that he struggles doing the dink and dunk and moving the chains. He's still back at Oklahoma trying to hit the home run on every play. and against the top defensive line in terms of pressures, hurries, and knockdowns, that's gonna be a tough one for him. But his elusiveness is what will be his ultimate equalizer.
And the crazy thing is, the Raiders don't even blitz like heavy, like a lot of other teams in the NFL. They don't blitz heavy, but that pressure is still something that's very, very lethal for that defense right now.
It's called depth, and when you're getting the rotation that they're getting, Darius Philon was a healthy scratch. He had 2 sacks the week before, coming off a 2-sack game. He was a healthy scratch. And they won going away. Like everybody, I was trying to think of, is there a member of this defensive line who does not have a sack? Everybody should have at least. I think
everybody has at least one. And the crazy thing is, like, I absolutely love what Gus Bradley did during the offseason. When he took the reins as defensive coordinator, he pretty much was the one that was like, I want this guy, I want that guy, I want that guy. I'm calling the defense the way I want to. Just let me do my thing. And the free agent signings, the draft picks, it was all about depth at the fucking D-line position, and it has panned out tremendously. Like Solomon Thomas, I've been high on the kid from the time he was playing at Stanford. I thought he was a special talent. Granted, he had his injuries in San Francisco, but he's really been a shell of himself since he's been in Vegas.
He's been a shell of himself since he's been in
Vegas. He's totally turned it around, and I feel like he's that type of person right now defensively where he could, if he continues to stay consistent with what he's doing right now, he could potentially be a defensive comeback player of the year as long as he continues to do what he's doing right now.
He would definitely be a candidate for it. I was on a let's wait and see approach with Solomon Thomas because being out here in the Bay, that's right. Him being at Stanford was my backyard. And so he looked great coming out of Stanford and then went to the Niners and it was not good for him. And sometimes the fit is off and there's all kinds of reasons for that. But what he's done with the Raiders has been everything that they needed and more. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's using the technique. You know, when he said he was training with Cleveland Farrell and they were exchanging information, that frightened me to my core. But I really did, considering where the two are right now. We can't see the field, and Solly's producing. So, I mean, you talk about you were sharing techniques with him. Maybe he was trying to help him out. I don't know. But his play has been great. His mental game is where it needs to be, and maybe that's all the difference. You know, the right mind frame can go a long way.
Our edge is getting the job done. That interior gets to eat. What are your thoughts on Yannick right now at this point of the season? I know we're only going into the 7th game, but what are your thoughts on Yannick at this point?
Fast guys get hamstring issues. That's just a fact of life. I see Yannick's burst. I'm in love with his burst. But right now, with the exception of the last game that he had where he actually finally got his sack, Yannick has been looking like a really, really good Arden Key.
Oh, shit. Wow.
I mean, he's the key. He is the king at getting there right after the ball has been thrown.
I've said it, like, for them to sign Yannick, it was pretty much like I felt Yannick was going to be the one that gets double teamed and Crosby is going to be the one that's going to eat. But I don't know. I like what these guys are doing, but I feel like Yannick could be doing a hell of a lot more right now.
I feel as though he's the one that's playing out of position. And right now, with the way that Crosby's playing, you're not going to move him. He's dominating. There's no reason to switch that up whatsoever. But I feel like he is better suited to coming off the other side of the strong side than the weak, because he's just, you would think that the speed factor that he has, he'd be beating tackles cleanly, and he's not beating them cleanly.
Right.
And because he's not beating them cleanly and taking them so far out of the play, between him and the 3 technique is where you see all of the run game being primarily focused. And your big runs either come off the zone where they make it through there, or when they hit the cutback with it from the whole line shifting towards that direction.
Hold on one sec. Just let the nation know what's going on.
That was 15 and a half, but
I was going to go live.
Good.
All right. So we got slight breaking news. Spotlight will not be on today.
No.
Pretty much had just reached out to me a little while ago. He was involved in a car accident. He is okay. He's a little banged up right now, but just wanted to get in touch with the nation, and he will not be live today. I guess as of right now, tomorrow's going to be a 50-50 as well. But he said he is okay. He's just a little banged up. So just thoughts and prayers on my brother right now. I hope he's okay.
Get well soon, Spotlight.
Absolutely. I'm trying to tighten. Calm down, dude. Like, we're not doing this right now. Who are your X factors for tomorrow?
Ruggs, Drake, and Walt, and probably it's probably going to be Desmond Trufant.
I like that.
So Casey Hayward is playing his best corner in football right now, according to PFF.
Yep.
I don't ever. Once I saw Nate Hobbs, I ceased to worry about Nate Hobbs. But I think that second corner position.
Oh shit!
What's going on, y'all? What's up?
My homeboy just popped up like a crackhead in the night.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like you do. Just like you do on my shit, Hammer. Don't do that shit, man. You know,
bro. You good?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, man. I just had to get my mind off for talk a little bit of Raider stuff before I go up to the hospital. But what's up? What's going on?
Just doing a little walkthrough.
Yeah.
That's all good. It's all good. But what's going on? What y'all talking about?
Just the matchup, keys to the game, our X factors, our predictions. The usual.
Okay, I just let you know that I'm gonna keep going on mute because I am in 5 and below as well. So I don't want you to get no copyright.
Oh God, here, yeah. I want to hear that elevator music. I got people in here that are saying Hobbs. I definitely like Trufant. And from what the way Gus Bradley was explaining everything in the press conference the other day, I guess he's going to be a part of the rotation right now. Again, we know that Mullen is still banged up. Arnett, I don't think anybody wants to see him on the field, regardless if he's healthy or not.
I don't think he is.
Thank goodness. I mean, that sucks. I mean, what? Amik Robertson got to step up a little bit, and I think that was all the thing. Like this week, I feel like he's just going to be seeing mismatches a lot. I liked what Brendan Faison brought to the table last week. I did not realize that dude was so lanky. Like, you don't hear corners that these days that are 6+. So I think he did a good job, but I think having a vet, a former Pro Bowler in Trufant, I think he will get some burn tomorrow, and definitely we might see one highlight, maybe 2 highlight plays out of him tomorrow.
Hey, you brought up Faxon, and Faxon is a real X-Factor. I didn't know anything about this dude. I know who he was, but the reality is that big corners are what Gus Bradley does best. He takes big unknown guys and makes them super. So he did it in Seattle, but he uses bigger corners. Ron Miles uses smaller guys. But what I saw Faxon come in and do right off the bat, it was like, yo, but then I stopped and I thought about it. And the genius of Bradley's system is its simplicity. It's a cover 3 zone. I mean, bro, It don't get more basic than that. Thanks. Anybody can run a cover 3 zone as long as you are sticking to the defense and you're playing zone when everybody else is. And because he's another big corner in this division full of trees is something beneficial to us, because you said Amik Roberts needs to step up, and I'd actually argue and say what he needs to do is grow up, and unfortunately it's not going to happen for that man. You know what I'm saying? I love him to death. I got all the respect in him in the world, but 6'4" against 5'6.5" ain't gonna get it done, my G. I'm a disrespectful kind of person, and to look across and see somebody's little brother standing in front of me, I'd be at the line of scrimmage at the quarterback, pointing directly at this dude, like, bro, are we for real? Like, look at this fool. Look.
I've been waiting for somebody else to say it, because my ass has been walking around all week singing "Don't Want No Short People." So I'm glad somebody else just said it. I'm not the only one at this point.
It's the same problem I had with a LaMarcus Joyner, and I wanted to be positive about it, but I'm like, listen, this is not Mighty Might football, my man. The days, your Bob Sander days, is over. You can't do 5'9" safeties anymore. It's not gonna work. Or 5'9" corners anymore. It's not going to work. These dudes are too big, and you can't touch a receiver anyway. So if you can't touch them, you damn sure ain't going to out-jump them.
Facts. Shima just said, do not play Amik in the red zone. Yeah, please don't. Please don't. I'm telling you, Gus Bradley has a hold of everything on this defense right now, and everybody's like, they really are clicking. The one the one thing that I see as an issue right now for us is coverage. The linebackers playing pass coverage sometimes. Some of them are getting smoked, and I'm just like, yeah, why can't we just take another D-back and put them on the outside? But we can't really do that either unless we put somebody in there like Diablo, who really we've primarily only seen on special teams. But the only other thing that I'm most concerned about is the 3rd and long situations. And the Eagles are another one of those teams right now. They could be at the 35-yard line on like 4th and 3, 4th and 2. They're going to want to try to go for it. We cannot let them convert on the 3rd and longs. We can't let them convert on the 4th and short situations. That's just got to stop.
No doubt. But when you look at the Raiders have been far and away a much better team on 3rd down than what we saw last year.
Oh, absolutely.
And like you said, Bradley should be commended about what he's done. And even going back further to what you said a little earlier about when he came in, I was like, listen, everybody just sit back and chill because you're going to finally get a chance to see where exactly the talent of this football team really lays, because this guy knows talent, and we've seen him get the best out of everybody so far, thus far, who's been able to play. And the guys that you thought couldn't play, they're no longer here. They got scrapped early.
The one thing that I respect was when Gus Bradley came in that very first press conference, he made it known that he was going to put these guys in positions to succeed, guys that were going to be able to play to their strengths. And he absolutely did that.
Yep.
When we saw other corners get drafted, when we saw other corners get signed in free agency, we knew our Nets days were numbered. And Darian will tell you, I've been saying it from the time the kid was drafted, and then seeing his play on the field, he's not going to last long in the league. I truly believe by the Arnett. I truly believe by the time his rookie contract is up, he ain't going to be in the league anymore.
Man,
he'll be selling mixtapes outside of a fucking local liquor store.
I don't understand why we got Arnett in the first place. Honestly,
they all panic.
Look how many Ohio State corners has not been successful in the NFL. Let's just keep it realistic there. It's not many. So when it comes to Arnett, he was a reach from the get-go. I knew he wasn't going to last long because his mindset is somewhere else. He's worried about a rap career instead of a football career. Simple as that.
He can't rap for shit. He fucking sucks.
It makes him even more trash.
Yeah.
How many do we have in here right now? We have 19 watching, 15 likes. Yo, get your people in here, bro. It's walkthrough day. What is good? Come on.
I wish I was able to, knowing the fact that I'm on here and I can't go on my community posts at the same time.
Let me see this. Still 15 out from 600. When we go 5-2 and go bye week, I say Mike Mayock will make a surprising trade. That's my prediction. We will see. The trade deadline is November 2nd. You know that there have been talks out there already, including Arnett being traded to Tennessee. Another one was Mariota being traded to Pittsburgh. It's all talk, though, right now. You know, we got to wait and see exactly what happens, if anything happens. Mitch, crash, Eagles, crash. We clipping those goddamn wings.
There you go.
The only thing is about this game is that I don't want us to take this game lightly. I understand the Eagles are bad, but we can't go in here just saying we're going to blow them the hell out.
Of course, we treat it like any other game. We're not gonna have our heads no. You know how the fans are. The players are gonna take this as any other game.
Is the main reason why we be acting the way we be acting sometimes. Sometimes you do have to put it on the fans. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I take it one game at a time.
Absolutely. I agree.
The fans be like, oh, we're going 16-0 or we're going 15-1. Shut the hell up on that bullshit. Please.
John Raider, I'll trade Arnett for free Wi-Fi. I'll fucking trade Arnett for a washing machine. I don't give a shit.
No. I would trade Arnett for a Tupac double disc CD and bubblegum.
Oh my God. I heard we might trade a 6th-round pick for Lee Smith.
Raider Rich, I got a question for you. What made you think that it would be a mistake to trade Mariota? What has he done for us since he's been here?
I'll trade Arnett for a McShay. Damn.
Trading Mariota wouldn't be a mistake because Mariota only played 2 games in the game. 2 games, and the guy was here.
For
Since we signed him.
For those that are unaware, Mariota was up for a lot of teams showed interest in him during the offseason prior to the draft.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing was that contract. Nobody was going to pay a serviceable backup quarterback $10.5 million. So nobody wanted that. They could have cut him, and they didn't. They renegotiated the contract, and now he's making $3.5 million. At this point of his career, Marcus Mariota is a serviceable backup when and if he's healthy. Point blank, period.
The only team that probably need him right now is the Houston Texans.
Yep. Only one. What is up?
Definitely need him. I got a higher opinion of Mariota than you guys do, and I think Mark Davis does as well. I think that he's not been given a proper opportunity with this football team to do anything. Because his coach
because of a certain somebody. Don't say the name.
I won't. But I also think that the coach took the ball out of his hands on the goal line and cost him a victory.
That's understandable. I can completely agree with that. But in 2 years that he's been here, he only played in 2 games, and 90% of the time he was on IR. So how can you get an opportunity when you stay on IR? That sucks.
That is true. I got nothing for that. That's the best ability is availability. And
that's my only issue with Mariota.
And there you go.
Heaven forbid if Carr gets hurt, would you prefer Peterman over Mariota? Yo, Peterman's the GOAT. What are you saying? Now I'm joking.
MVP Peterman.
Yo, I have absolutely nothing against Marcus Mariota. I followed him in Oregon. I watched him from time to time when he was playing for Tennessee. And back then, I thought he was a really good quarterback.
I actually thought him and Carr were the same guy when he was at Tennessee. The way their careers were arcing at the same direction at the same time.
Then they broke their legs on the same damn day. That's the craziest shit ever.
And both franchises went in the exact same direction.
Facts. Oh, aloha pono. What's good,
Raider
bro?
Raider Rich really thinks that trading a serviceable starting caliber quarterback, the only team that he's starting for is the Houston Texans. Everybody in the league damn near got a quarterback that they wanted. So
I'm really trying to think of other teams right now. Well,
right now Miami's going to get Deshaun Watson. That's number one. They're going to get Deshaun Watson.
What about this in regards to another team that may want a serviceable quarterback? What about Washington?
I was just thinking about them too.
What about Washington?
I think they're starting to buy in on Taylor Heineke, in my opinion.
They should. I like his game.
I like him. He's more serviceable than Mariota. He's more available than Mariota. So
he got a higher upside. Definitely got a higher upside at this point.
Exactly. Like even though their record don't show it, because their defense has been very disappointing this year, but Taylor Heineke kept that Washington football team in games a lot this year.
Yeah, and almost beat the Chiefs last season. Not the Chiefs, the Bucks. Excuse me.
And the funny thing is, everybody's shitting on Washington's defense at this point. They're saying their defense is like god awful now.
Yeah, their defense is is really just. They have a good front seven, but their back end is making their defense hurt. Their back end is making them look bad. It's making them they are dead last in the league, though. But that's definitely against the pass.
That is typical Del Rio football. That front seven gets all the attention, and the back four is just giving up the cheeks.
Sean, we've been, a lot of us have seen that. A lot of us have talked about it. Mariota for Joe Hayden, but like, I feel like our corner depth is pretty solid right now.
Mariota would be good in Pittsburgh.
He would, but do we really want Joe Hayden?
The question
he's better than what you got.
At Pittsburgh.
And we got Hayden Mullen. We'll never see the field ever again.
If you take Mariota to Pittsburgh, right? Just hear me out. Yeah. My thing is this. That offensive line stinks for Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. Mariota ain't going to last.
So here I get what you're saying about the line, and I'll take that line and I'll turn around and I'll flip it to this. You start running a read option with Najee Harris. You got Deontay Johnson. You got Chase Claypool out there. You got big receivers. If he gets out there in motion and remember they're the kings of running them 3 to 10 yard routes. That's all they do with what's his name out there. So you get him free for a minute. He can hit that short route. He can hit them RPOs, and then you don't need the line to block that long. It could work out there in Pittsburgh for him.
The question is, but Pittsburgh's too old school to run an RPO. They too old school.
Yo, Beantown just said Darian gonna get a speed and take it live. You watch. Come on, don't jinx him, because y'all remember a couple of weeks ago I was in graphics live and I'm fucking running red lights, so don't jinx that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that live at all, but that's just me.
Grilled chicken.
Would you take Xavier Howard over Joe Hayden?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Why the hell not? Why not?
That was just silly.
That's a dumb question, right?
You need to contain Hurts. He's dangerous when he's we've been saying we've been saying it the whole time we started this today. I've been saying it the entire week. When it comes to a mobile quarterback that likes to extend plays like Hurts, number one priority on defense is to contain Hurts and beat his ass around a couple of times.
I really think the most important part of that little comment right there was the name. Milk a Beezy like cereal.
That's pretty funny.
How do you do that? I'm just curious. Milk a Beezy like cereal.
What percent would you say that Klee gets traded? 75 to 80%. I think he's gonna get traded. Traded.
Zero. I wouldn't trade Cleveland Farrell for Cleveland Farrell for empty peanut shells, bro. You got to be kidding me.
I feel if any team shows interest and wants him, they're gonna give up like a sixth round draft pick for him. He ain't getting the first though.
They would give up cash considerations for Cleveland Farrell right now, bro. That's how bad they want him out of Las Vegas. They wouldn't even take a draft pick. They'd be like, you know what? You pick up his contract, you can have him.
Dude was a huge bust. It fucking sucks too. But at the same time, it doesn't, because I didn't want him. I wanted oh my god, who's the kid I wanted? Ed Oliver?
There is that one.
That's who I wanted. And he's looked good for Buffalo. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why didn't we pull the trigger and just take him? Because I didn't see anything in the linebacker. Yeah. Or I didn't see anything in Klee that I was like, oh yeah, let's get him. No. Should have got Ed Oliver.
I would have. There's Ed Oliver. There was Josh Allen, the guy who stole Yannick's job. I probably would. That was where I was leaning. I was looking at him like, I mean, he's a linebacker that rushes the passer, that drops back in coverage, picks off passes, who's stout in the run, who won the Defensive Player of the Year in the SEC. I'm like, now let's just stop it and look at that one more time and revamp that. The
Raider Joe, what's good?
Year in the SEC. That is the guy when you having defensive problems that you signed to your football team, and you work a defense around them. The fact that Bill Gunther's bum ass couldn't figure out how to use the Defensive Player of the Year in the SEC, and his system meant what I've been saying the whole time, that it was the system that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If we win out before we play Kansas City, then we lose to KC, where will your mind be after that? My mind will still be exactly where it is now. It's after that fucking game. After that game last week, I felt that we were going to be okay, and we are. We're perfectly fine now. Our offense definitely looks better than it did. The shit has opened up slightly more than it was. And if we lose to them, we still see them one more time. So it's not that big a deal. I said it from the jump. 11-6, 12-5 was my prediction. We're still on track for that shit. So
no, I agree wholeheartedly. I don't think that Kansas City has a team that is capable of beating the Raiders right now. They can't run the football. Their running backs are hurt, and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce look like they've come back down to earth. The line can't block, and Patrick Mahomes is throwing out interceptions at a regular clip as everybody else with the 2-to-1 ratio.
Damn, you guys are asking so many questions. Like, I don't even mean to make it sound bad. Like, you guys are asking so many questions now. This is awesome. Like, this is what I love. This is why I love when you guys come in and you guys come and chat it up. If Mariota leaves the Raiders, do you see us drafting a quarterback in next year's draft or sign one free agent to back up Carr or rely on Peterman? If anything, we probably sign a backup. I don't see them looking to draft a quarterback. They're going to extend Carr during the offseason. He will not talk about extensions during the season.
I see that a little differently. I see that right now, Mark Davis is in a predicament with Carr, and with John Gruden here, now no longer here, said Carr's last backer is no longer on the football team. If Carr does not get this team to the playoffs, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, and everybody will hate me for it, if he does not reach the playoffs, he will not get an extension or be on this team.
That's a hot take, and that's the first time I'm hearing that from any Raider fan.
Right.
He's been playing well. He's been playing elite, and should he continue, I see no reason why he can't get to where he needs to be in order to get another contract. But Mark Davis needs to win, and Mark Davis needs to win now. And 8 years of not winning, you can't continue to not win.
Serious question, fellas. Who would be your choice to lead the Raiders as a new head coach going forward? It's not something that we are currently in the thought process of. We need to look forward on competing and succeeding the rest of this season before we remotely think about a new head coach. If anything, I would say Eric Bieniemy, but I like what we have in Coach Goldberg. I mean Coach Bisaccia right now the rest of the way.
I like Bieniemy. That would be my personal favorite as to who it would be. But I look back at his history and some of the things that he's had in his background, and I've come to the conclusion that he's never going to get a job, not in the NFL. He's got too much baggage. He's got too much baggage to try to overcome. And the second, if anything goes wrong, he and the franchise are going to be buried.
Okay. Rod, PSA, boys and girls, meth is a terrible drug.
It definitely is a terrible drug.
We trade Mariota. Let's get Cam as a backup. Nah, I'm good.
Oh, stop it.
Nah, I'm
They
good.
need to stop it.
We don't need headaches. We don't need head cases. We don't need assholes. I'm good. Next.
Just got rid of the last one.
He snored the N-word at night, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Just saying. Keep Carr and Mariota for backup. I would like PJ Walker as a backup quarterback. Carr will be fine if we get into the postseason. I believe so. Terrence, what's good, bro? We have to play this season out. Again, Darian just said it before. We take this on a game-by-game basis and just see he has the weapons now. Everybody that is an alleged Raiders fans, these ones that are in the group pages, the fanboys, the fuck boys, you guys blame Carr for everything. It was his fault last year. He wasn't the fucking defense. He doesn't play defense. Our defense was piss poor. Dude finished as a top 10 quarterback last season. He's in the top 10 now. He's second in the league in passing yards right now. So let's not do the Kardashian bullshit today.
No, I could go and counter all those points, but the reality is that
Here we go with the bullshit for Dick. See, I'm ready to go in. Spotlight ready to go in.
See, you could be ready to go in, but you ain't gonna go nowhere because you don't even know what I was about to say. Because I could say all of my concerns from last year are just that, are from last year. Because right now he's handling business. He's doing everything that I've ever said he needed to do in order to be successful. Call me a hater. Call me a hater for telling him what he needed to do to get better. And look at what he's putting on the field right now. Right now, he's going out there and he's putting out MVP level performances. Right now, he's throwing the ball deep. Right now, he's anticipating throws, sliding up and in and down the pocket. getting loose, throwing on the run and play action. Anything you can think of about what he needs to do, he's doing it. The only issue I have is me fucking splitting ball hairs about how he should have a touchdown for every 100 yards of passing he has, which means he should be throwing about 2 more touchdowns a game than he is. That's my only thing.
Facts.
All right. I'm going to open this up. Being a man of the people, and I appreciate each and every single one of you that comes in here on a regular. So for those that want to actually jump into this live, I'm letting the fans come in. You guys can ask questions, chat it up, give us your thoughts, give us your predictions. The link is in the chat on YouTube right now. Come on in. Come on in. Let's have some fun for a little bit. Oh, shit. Look who's here. Wipe them feet. What up, Docs?
Yo, what's going on?
What up, brother? I know. Shout out to Docs. Shout out to Queen Graphic. Happy birthday. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know you're spoiling the hell out of her.
But I mean, I know I haven't really been active in here. I've been doing so much since I got to my mom's house. Let me go talk to her, see what's going on with everything. If you are back in, I'll definitely hop back in the chat, bro.
All right, on.
But just let y'all know, man, stop playing with Carr. Carr's number 2 in passing behind Tom Brady. Stop playing. It's enough said.
See, even my dog is getting mad that you guys are talking shit about Carr. He's over here crying. Damn.
See, y'all pissed off Titan. Y'all pissed off Titan. Y'all pissed off my nephew. See, y'all pissed off my nephew. Stop playing. But all right, y'all.
Yo, it's about to get live right now. Let's fucking go.
Uh-oh. Hold up. Do I gotta leave yet? Hold up.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the uncle. Give it up for OG. Chronicles of the Black Hole. What is good? Welcome in.
Hey guys, I was just listening, and it was getting real interesting, and I just thought, I wonder if there's anything I can contribute to this.
Yes.
Without making you two guys go, I can't with you, OG.
OG, I mean, I've been here for a little bit, but I gotta step out. I gotta step out because I gotta handle some family stuff, but I gotta step out. I just wanted to pop on here real quick.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, I gotta handle some stuff. Hammer, I'll keep you updated, bro.
Got you, brother.
All right.
I'll see y'all later.
All right. Be easy.
Yo, that link is in the chat for anybody else that's trying to come in right now and chat it up. I'm so glad OG is in here. This dude has been the last few lives I've done. He's come on in. We've chatted it up. We've had some fun. This is truly the real OG of the Black Hole Nation. How is your Saturday going, bro?
Quiet, just the way I like it. I ain't doing nothing.
That's the one word. That's the one word I try not to hear, but okay, I'm gonna take it.
No, man, I'm just chilling. Getting ready to cook up some dinner tomorrow later on, and then I got a big, beautiful roast that I'm gonna throw on the smoker tomorrow and make some pastrami.
Very nice.
So, anyway, hey man, I was looking at some Eagles highlights and stuff, and some of the game parts. And dude, this team is better than their record.
Yes,
these guys don't quit fighting. They do. They are going to fight all four rounds, all 4 quarters. They're not going to stop. They're relentless.
That's the one thing I said I saw last week when they played the Bucks, and I truly believed that we were going to see an overtime that night. They really hung in there throughout that game.
Mm-hmm. And this week it's Battle of Bama. I mean, how many Bama guys they got? We got. I mean, their rookie. What's his name?
Smith.
Yeah. People say Devontae. Some people say Devonta. I don't know. But Devontae. Okay, that's what I thought. But him and Ruggs were roommates.
Yeah.
When they were Bama.
And respectively, were both first-round draft picks in their drafts
for the same reason: speed.
Yes.
Whoa.
I mean, this is going to be interesting.
That was the one thing I talked about earlier this week when I first did the preview of this matchup was the two Bama boys battling against each other. It's really going to be a showcase for the two of them. And
there's more than that. I mean, you got Josh Jacobs and you got their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, Hurts is more of a Oklahoma boy.
Well, didn't he start at Bama?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how that
So-
stupid transfer portal go? Yo, why didn't they do that shit ages ago? This transfer portal is like the funniest shit ever now. Shut up,
Is that Mixmaster Titan?
dude. All of a sudden, we went out for a walk like an hour and a half ago. Now all of a sudden, he's turned up.
Look, I see him. He about
Yeah.
to be life. He about to jump on your back in a minute. That's tough.
Oh, what up, Key? Dad is doing good. Mom spoke to him this morning. I will be going to visit him in the next few hours, but she said that he sounded great this morning. She was actually like in tears just even talking to him. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him and checking up on him. But thank you so much for asking. Job Raider Smith exposed himself by telling Slay that Ruggs runs post. Now Ruggs will change it. He should
Post
have
corner
kept
coming.
it of himself.
It's corner for 6. Mark it down right now that I said it. I hit him with a post corner and score.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that shit happens too.
I'll tell you what, we need to attack them is in the middle. Their secondary is scary. You got to get them. You got to get them in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, but we need that offensive line to hold up as well. That's
Right.
my major concern right now.
And a whole lot of
Right.
Renfro.
Yeah.
Spread them out. You won't need to. You won't have to hold them that long if you spread them out. Their linebackers are terrible, and if you have them covering, I like our auxiliary passing threats. Take Kenyon Drake, take Josh Jacobs, take your second tight end, take Hunter. I like those guys, like you said, OG, working in the middle of the field. They can pay whatever attention they want to pay to Waller, to Ruggs, to Edwards. Oh, they got great DBs. Cool, don't throw it to them. Say because Carr's never checked down to a back and thrown a touchdown to a guy out of the backfield. That's never happened before. I mean,
I say we knock out their linebackers the same way we did last week against the Broncos. We injured all 3 of their linebackers.
that's the best way to do it.
That shit had me dying. They're like, yeah, all of them are not returned. I was like, holy shit. Like, really?
Yep.
And these dudes are fighting amongst themselves on the sideline too. Broncos are in for it now, and I said it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. They were 3-0 frauds.
Yeah,
and
total frauds.
And what's his name? Fangio and Shermer were already talking about resigning this week.
Somebody lost the locker room.
They lost a lot more than that. They lost a lot more than that.
They lost their manhood.
Man.
Use Drake and Rashard on the short pass game. I like that.
There you go.
I just don't want to see Rashard out there too much. And it's no disrespect to him. I didn't even expect him to come back. I thought once he came off of IR, they would have cut him or did something like whatever. But he's great for the pass blocking in the backfield. But Drake is more of an athletic swing back than Rashard is.
And Drake's got that speed that none of them have.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Kenyon Drake score more touchdowns in the last 2 weeks than I've seen Jalen Richard score since he's been here.
Facts. Trufant is cleared. Trufant is active. Gus Bradley already said it in the presser. Was it 2 days ago now? He will be in the mix of that rotation this coming week. I'm
probably in nickel and dime packages.
Yeah.
They're going to need to, especially if they need somebody to spy on Hurts. So let's see how that plays out.
We just got to keep him in the box.
That's interesting.
What up, fellas? Hope everyone is having a good Saturday. I see Renfro having a big game. Eagles don't have enough people to cover. I like that. I really Renfro is one of my X factors. Yep. So I do see him putting in that work this coming week.
And you know that everybody was criticizing Yannick's over pursuit or going too far past the quarterback. That's how you keep him contained. It's how you keep him from running out.
I feel like Phil has something to say to that because he's like he looked up and started pondering. I can see it.
If you're going to do that, it would be a question of depth, and to try to funnel him back towards the 3 technique is that's a little iffy. It works. It works when he gets to the quarterback. Absolutely. I would just say that he should probably be better off slowing it down a little bit because the offensive tackles for Philly are humongous. I think the left tackle is going for 360.
I can't wait to see Fluker on the field for us. Hopefully we can see him when they play the Giants. Dude is 6'5", 360?
Listen,
It's a big motherfucker.
DJ Fluker is better than what we got. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince myself that it was a great acquisition. Our line is terrible, and they need whoever they can get. There's a reason why DJ Fluker is unavailable at week 7, despite being as big as he is.
Well, he did have that meniscus injury. He settled with Miami during training camp for that, was suspended 6 weeks. They never disclosed what the suspension was for due to the fact that he was not on any team at the time. But I feel like if he's ready, and that's the one thing, they said they want to get him ready. If he's ready come the matchup against the Giants, have him and Richie come back, I think we're going to be okay. Offensively, I want to see them implement a little bit more play action. I want to see the RPO being used, especially for a speed demon in both Ruggs and Renfro. I've been calling that dude the little engine that can from the time he's come here. They can make things happen, especially with that front line doing what they did last week. Try to be a little bit more consistent with that. But I'm still not sold on Parker being the solidified starting right tackle at this point.
He's not. I believe that's where Fluker's going. Because they, like you said, you get Richie back, he replaces Simpson. You're not pulling that Leatherwood off the field. I don't care what anybody says.
No.
So the next logical guy to come off would be Parker.
Parker.
And as a right tackle, Fluker should be better. Should be better and much more serviceable than Parker. And then you would finally have something that closely resembled the offensive line you were supposed to have when you started the season.
Absolutely. All right. Because I know somebody should be coming home shortly. So we're going to wrap it up. I want your guys' predictions.
Go ahead, OG.
The La Palma volcano will not stop erupting until my prediction, our defensive line plays like it did last week. I see us winning this thing probably 31-17.
I like it. Phil, you're up.
I like it to be probably about 35-28.
Close.
I think that the Eagles will score late. That'll be what makes it
garbage time.
Yeah.
38-14. No, 38-17. I've been sticking with that the last couple of days. 38-17.
So in garbage time, it'll be 38-27.
I'm looking, potentially. I think it'll be a close game, 24-21. I got 39-19. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a great game. And again, I will be on with Graphic tomorrow for the game. Darian is supposed to be, but you guys heard the news before, so it's 50-50 right now. Terrence, you were asking me before, when is this happening? Shut up. I'm thinking maybe let's do a halftime show. If I can't get on tonight, maybe we do is during halftime, and then I just die the rest of the way for the second half of the game tomorrow.
That'd be the way I'd go. That'd be awesome. I can't wait to tune in and see that.
Your halftime entertainment. Think of me as the next Jackie Moon.
And make sure you're turning on all notifications to Hammer's channel because you gotta see this.
Yeah, I already told Docs he can. I was gonna give him he can link my YouTube for tomorrow, so it's gonna be interesting. We are at 586 on the YouTube channel right now. I don't know why we didn't get to 6. We got to 5 really fucking quickly in the span of less than a month. But you know what? C'est la vie. Guys, it's been fun. Thank you for joining me. Phil, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube at Phil Robinson III or at The Unfiltered Truth. You can catch me and my buddy Phil Jones. We get down weekly. Actually, we'll be doing a pregame show tomorrow morning right before I invade some eagle territory and let him know what time it is all day long and eat his food. On Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is simply my name, Phil Robinson III. And yeah. And then you can catch my articles on the Raider Ramble. Google me, Phil Robinson III. You'll find all my content will pop right up.
Google me, baby.
Yeah, I'm following you. I'm already subscribed on the Unfiltered Truth.
Okay, that's what's up, OG.
OG,
Oh,
where can they find you?
On YouTube, you can find me at Chronicles of the Black Hole. On Facebook, it's, I believe, Chronicles of the Black Hole. And IG, Black Hole Chronicles. You can find me there. If you like the old school stuff, that's where I'm at.
Ryan, and we just said it not too long ago, halftime show tomorrow. So make sure to get on the channel. Halftime show, all right? I'm the new Jackie Moon.
That's going to be better than the halftime show at the game, probably.
All right, guys, it's been real. Much love. Guys, continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still alive and kicking. Wash your hands and your asses. And in the words of Logic, put your ego on the shelf and remember, love yourself. I'm out.
It's time!
I feel like the grass is green, and everything I do is unseen. But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind.